Good morning to everybody. Today I would like to sing a song for you all. Where is my white moon? Where is my white moon? She made stone a fruit, she made thorn a flower. Where is my white moon? This is a small song version which was translated by me some 20 years back. So its Tamil song is எங்கே அந்த வெண்ணிலா எங்கே அந்த வெண்ணிலா கல்லை கனியாக்கினாள் முல்லை மலராக்கினாள் எங்கே அந்த வெண்ணிலா. My dear friends, there is a lot of background and there is a lot of history behind this song translation. Let me first introduce myself. Actually, up to 12th standard, I studied in Tamil medium and I was very dull in English. In 10th standard, I scored just 35 and I was passed. I myself couldn't believe how I could pass. Still, it is shocking for me. Surprise. Anyway, I was passed in 10th standard. Later, I finished plus 2 and joined BCom in Uris College, Vellore. And I went to the college very happily with all the expectations. And there I waited a big shock. There was a big setback in my education career. When I went to the class, all the lecturers started teaching all the subjects only in English medium except Tamil subject. So I couldn't understand anything. I was blinking and I didn't know anything what they taught. Full of the year, I kept quiet. I was dumbfounded. I switched off my 2 ears and sat full of the year. So a full year went away. I wrote university exam. In first year university exam, I was failed in English alone. And the rest of the subjects I was passed because I wrote the rest of the subjects in Tamil medium. Really, it was very shock, unexpected. And I couldn't expect, I couldn't digest. First time I met failure. I sat and wept for hours together. I couldn't share my failure with anyone else. I lost all my hope. I wept for hours together and weeks together. And later, I regained myself. I picked up my courage and I dared to write the failed paper in coming arrear exam. And one pathetic end was I failed in that too, securing lesser mark than what I secured in March exam. Again, I couldn't understand what was happening behind me and what the reason was. The ultimate answer I got from those questions is myself. So I was the reason. So up to 10th standard, I by-hearted some poems, some essays, and etc. And I wrote exam and passed away, scoring less and lesser mark. But this was not possible in university exams. Okay, my dear friends, then I realized my mistake. Later, I decided to learn English, and that journey was very interesting, very thrilling, and it gave a lot of better development in my education career. That gave a lot of courage and development for my life. This I would like to share personally with you all. I hope this will be helpful for a young generation, those who fear looking at English. Okay, I went to the market and bought a book named Balaji Publication, Learn English in 30 Days. I bought that book initially, and I went through the full of the book. The simple sentences would be, and its meaning would be. I just scrutinized each and every sentence, how the sentence was coined and built, and I learned each and small sentences with its meaning. I bought some dictionaries. Later, I bought a book called Rapidex, and that book was somewhat better than the book which I bought first. And continuously, I did some analysis and research with that book. And little, slowly, with the snail's space, I learned how a sentence should be coined and built and constructed. Yes, slowly, like a child, how it starts talking and how it starts walking. It's the same way as a child. When I was in a college, I started learning English, small sentences, and I learned how to pronounce small sentences. And later I didn't leave it. I bought some big dictionaries, and I used university books and some articles, some newspapers, some general knowledge books, some story books, etc. I myself created interest to read with all the meanings and study. And one more thing I would like to insist for you all. I hope that will give you some idea how to start learning. So every evening, me and my friends used to go to the land side, and there we used to sit and take one topic every day, and we ourselves discuss it and give a speech. So we used to take a small stick as a mic and keep it as a mic and start talking for 10 minutes and 15 minutes, etc. And I've given lecture to the grass, to the small insects, small bugs, dragonflies, flowers, trees, leaves, sky, birds, cows, goat, sheep. Even sometimes I've spoken blindly with grannies and grandpas. Even they have laughed at me. And like that, every day, I just increased my enthusiasm and interest in learning English. So that gave a good career. Yes, that I would like to insist, that gave a good career for me when I was not employed in government. So after reaching to a certain point, in a second year I wrote all the papers in Tamil medium and I was passed. And in third year I wrote all the papers in English medium and I secured 75% in third year alone. So that gave a good courage and enthusiasm and interest that created a lot of energy into myself. And after that I joined MCOM and I wrote all the papers in English medium and I was passed at the first attempt. And later I joined MPhil and I finished without any area. Later I applied for a BA English. I dared to apply for a BA English and I wrote it and passed at one attempt without any fail. And later I applied for MA English and passed without any arrear at one attempt. See, you have to note a point. I was failed in first year paper, and after that I finished BA English and MA English without any arrear. A small step which I took. Every day learning new sentences and building new sentences, knowing its meaning, gave a good knowledge. So after finishing all my schoolings and colleges, I joined private school. There I developed my English skill and became English teacher and served as an English teacher for 6-7 years in private school. In some reputed schools also. I've just demonstrated and proved my talent, and I got some appreciation, etc., etc. Okay, so what I would like to insist for you is failure is a stepping stone. So since I failed in first year, I took it as a stepping stone, and I reached to the height. Now I'm able to speak in English for an hour and more than an hour in an open meet without any fear. These all talent came from a small practices which we made with nature. So my dear friends, don't fear looking at English. It's a beautiful language. We have to love it. We have to understand it and study. So don't fear. Start slowly. One day you will become well versed with English. I hope this video will be very helpful for those who fear to speak in English, and those who go for the college first time having studied Tamil medium up to 12th standard. Start early and you will become very well versed with English. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all will benefit from this. Thank you once again, and please share, subscribe and like. Thank you one and all.